Two-time governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Gbenga on the line. And as we said during our introduction, His Excellency Gbenga is trying to become the national chairman of the biggest opposition party in Africa, the PDP. Your Excellency, you're welcome to the program.
Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you. And now, of course, around Nigeria, across Africa, people are hearing your name as a potential candidate to become the next national PDP chairman in Nigeria. Why do you want to become the national chairman, Your Excellency?
Well, you know that our party, the PDP, has gone around the bend. We have been in power for a number of years. We have lost elections. We've lost our elections. But more than anything else, what we have found is that the government that has taken over power have not really met the expectations of the people, especially from the perspective of their own promises. Their campaign promises have not been met. And when you take a sample view, the majority of our people are saying that they probably think the PDP might be a better option than the APC that they voted for. But they put caveat. And the caveat we keep hearing is that provided PDP can get their acts together. And of course, taking a cue from there, a few of us feel that we do have a responsibility. I carry the PDP flags for all of 8 years as the governor of one of Nigeria's states. And I think that if I'm hearing that PDP must get their act together, I'm probably in a position to do something about it. We think we can take the party back, we can rearrange, reorganize, repackage, rebrand, and prepare the party to meet the expectations and the yearnings of the people. That's why I'm here.
Okay, well, as you mentioned, you have been a two-time governor of a state in Nigeria. Do you then believe that the younger generation, because comparing with the other candidates potentially that are trying to become national chairman, you're probably one of the younger. Do you then believe that the younger generation could deliver what the people are yearning for in Nigeria?
Well, there is no doubt that you can say that I represent a bridge between the young and the old. At 60, I'm not too young and I'm not too old. That's the way I look at it. But more than anything else, if you look at the administration that I had the opportunity to do in my state of the state, I encourage a number of young people. We believe that in truth and in fact, not the future today belongs to the young people. And when you have people, young people like their 30s, imagine as the bubble in countries like France and so on and so forth, I think we have no choice, whatever we do, than to begin to create space in a deliberate way for the younger elements. I'm proud to do that. I believe we have to do it. And in fact, this is part of what we really need to do as to strategize and repackage the party.
Right. Let me get Mr. Otunba. Otunba, question for His Excellency.
Yeah, good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning.
My name is Otunba Olabode Oseni. I have a couple of questions for you, but let me start by asking you, what is the difference between your candidacy and that of Professor Adeniran and Bode George?
Well, let me say right ahead. From what I have seen, all the people who are contesting for the chairmanship of the party are quite eminent and highly qualified people. They are able and without any doubt, they have the capacity to position the party to a large extent. So when we do therefore have eminent personalities like Bola Police George, and a couple of others, we are now not just looking for the best, we are looking for the best of the best. And of course, the only thing you expect me to say to you is that of all those big people are probably better. And I don't want to say more than that. But if you are looking for specific differences, don't forget that this is party administration that had the opportunity to run elections successfully in the past in a way that is unprecedented. When I had the opportunity to also run the party as governor of the state, we did rearrange the party nicely. We computerized. For the first time, we were registering people online. We did a number of innovative things, moving the party forward, and it was reflected in the kind of result we got while we helped the state. But apart from that, you also must know that lead up to the 2011 election, I had a singular responsibility of leading the entire Southwest in that presidential election. And we did very, very well. We won convincingly for President Jonathan. So that's where I'm coming from. I'm a builder. I'm a pioneer. I love challenges. I've always faced challenges in my life. And I think this is just one challenge that we all have to do respect, see what we can do about.
Thank you. The other question I want to ask you before is Your Excellency. I remember very well many years back. Well, we can say 3-4 years ago, when your party, the PDP, was saying that you are set out to rule and govern Nigeria for a minimum 60 years. It was an ambitious statement. It was expected of a party that was doing very well, but then shortly 2015, another political party won the election. You are no more in power. What do you think was wrong? Why were you voted out?
Well, thank you, sir. I want to use this opportunity to say that I think we need to actually praise the PDP for the way they have been supporting democracy in Africa. We remember that leading up to that election, there was a lot of tension that, if election goes the other way, we were going to be transition. Some people have started moving to their state policy and all of that. And the PDP administration under President Jonathan, it did not even wait for the result of that election before it considered victory. By that singular act, the country was saved possible mayhem. And not only that, peace returned to the land, stability returned, and we proved to the voting war. The people in the UK and America were waiting that mayhem was going to happen. We disappointed them. So whether we lost election or not, we also must look at the positives. We have been able to strengthen democracy. We've been able to, say that what has happened in the UK, in America, the party can be there today and tomorrow there can be a change if the people feel that they have a better alternative. I think that is the first thing we must say is good for democracy. But let's go what probably went wrong. And I think I've said it at the beginning of my statement here that by and large, I think our people became over-comfortable, they took things for granted. I dare say that they took the power away from the people. PDP the slogan was power to the people. But at some point in time, the big gods and demigods were created. Internet democracy got derailed. So much so that, primaries were not what it used to be. Some people were just going to buy tickets. And so, basically, the people became quite disenchanted, and as a consequence of which, basically, they thought they must do something else. That is what happened. The mindset is that the party have now learned great lessons from what has happened, and I think the party is prepared to correct the lessons. That's probably one of the reasons why some of us feel that it's time for us to step in.
Very good, Your Excellency. Now that you have identified the reason why maybe you left office and people put you aside, do you think really that the PDP has the strength and the unity to face and take on the party in government? Especially over the last few days, a lot of people have seen the party in government has come together trying to show unity. Do you then believe that the PDP has what it takes to at least compete and contest against them in the coming election?
Well, that is in the rest of speculation. Some people were speculating also to have yet to do that it was impossible to change a sitting government in Nigeria. But happened. So, as I said, that's a good precedent. But I think if you look at what has happened in Nigeria in the last 2.5 years, and let's put politics aside, let's look at the parameters, because the beauty of democracy, especially in civilized countries where you are, is people look at the parameters. What has happened to inflation? What has happened to the economy? What has happened to employment? What are the indices? And if you look at the indices in our country today, you will find, without saying policies with figures, that inflation has gone sky high. You know, part of what the government in place promised was that they were going to change in the naira. At that time, the naira was changing at about 160, and Nigerians were unhappy. And that government, as part of their campaign policy, said they were going to change in the naira. But what has happened in the last 2 years, the naira has been weakened. As I speak to you, currently at about 360, 370 naira, more than double in terms of how the naira has been weakened. And in a monopolic economy like Nigeria, you know the consequence of that for the middle class and for people whose business depend on, exchange of interaction with the world. They can no longer do what they used to do. So, in terms of the status of the middle class is gone completely down. In fact, they're not careful. The middle class is being slowly and gradually wiped out in Nigeria. Now, as a consequence of that, industries are closing and job loss is skyrocketing. I was looking at the statistical report from the Bureau of Statistics in recent times, and they have put graduate unemployment in Nigeria at 25%. It's the highest since the parents in Nigeria. So what I even say that if that is the statistical evaluation, in reality, from what we see, it's probably much more than that. And I can explain this in simple terms. If you look at our country, Nigeria, now we have probably about 100 tertiary institutions, universities and polytechnics. If you take on the view that every year 2,000 people are graduating, it means that 200,000 people are graduating from Nigerian tertiary institutions every year.
Wow.
200,000. Where are they being absorbed? My own prognosis is that I did not think we have capacity to take more than about 10 to 15% of that. So I even think that the inflation rate, with the Bureau of Statistics is putting at 5%, is far below what it is. In actual fact, I think it's probably more than 50%. That is the factor. Because the worst thing that can happen to an average Nigerian parent is send your children to school and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years after they cannot get a job. So those are the kind of things that have happened in the last 2 years. One has not said that under the CDC administration things were perfect, but I am saying that if you look at what has happened, it has gone worse 2.5 years down the line. It is good for them to come together, and I really pray that they get their act together so that the country can be better for us. But if they are not able to do that effectively, we just go and do what we have to do, and we just say that the better side should win.
Okay. Well, one of the questions as well, Your Excellency, is that the new administration come on the mantra of change and to deal with corruption. If your party could have been the party in government and the level of exposes now that Nigeria has heard and seen, will your party have done differently compared to the party in government?
My own position about corruption is that it is a concept that is endemic to our country, relatively Nigeria, and to a large extent the rest of the world. It just happens that the situation in Nigeria is much worse than the average. It's a concept that has no particular. And what has happened to corruption in the last 2.5 years? Look at it very well. You read the news, you hear on a daily basis. I don't think that, this government has fared better when we talk of the fight for corruption. It is clear from the society of what we are seeing that the battle may even be partial. It may be political, because we do not appreciate and understand why it appears that it's only one side.
Right.
Members of PDP that appears to be going through prosecution. When on a daily basis, we are faced with instances where we see members of the ruling party getting involved, putting their hands, and there is no, I can't see the energy in trying to actually put them to book. But beyond that, my position is that corruption cannot be seen to be running a party color. So like some of the people who are in APC now, why in PDP? So if you therefore want to begin to say PDP is corrupt, then APC is even more corrupt.
Right.
I think what you need to do is to put institutions together. Like you have where you are there, where you have, if somebody is doing something wrong, you see the Metropolitan Police in action, Kodayan is getting involved, you do the investigation quite late, it can take months, years, and when they go out to prosecute, within 2-3 weeks, the month is done.
That's correct.
We have it where people are being put to trial for 5-6 years, and still presenting their case 6 years later. So
Well,
what I said, that most times, the first thing they do is to arrest, create sensation, and then begin to investigate to see how they can nail the person they have arrested. That's what we do not hear.
Well, Your Excellency, we want to thank you very much for the time shared with us. On the last word, what message do you have for the Nigerian diaspora?
I want to give them a message of hope. I want them to continue to tell their people all over there that our country is a great country. That it may be true that we're having our challenges now. When I look at the American Civil War, the history of Britain, everybody went through something like this. And ours is not going to be an exception. The fact of the case is that there is, of course, light in the horizon. We have now gone through close to 18-19 years of continuous democratic growth. And I don't have any doubt in my mind that we are going to get there. I just give them the message of hope. They should continue to do what they're doing, and very, very soon they should be thinking of coming back home.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Thank you, and thank you by regards to everybody out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that is the former governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Gbenga Daniel, who is now a prime candidate and a positive candidate for the national chairman of the PDP, which is the opposition party presently in Nigeria. Of course, as he outlined his vision and his mission and what he believed would allow him to become the next national chairman of the party in Nigeria. So as we continue to talk with you guys, let me quickly come back to you heard what the former governor, a two-time governor in Nigeria, in Ogun State, one of the most industrious states in Nigeria, by the way, as well, sharing his belief out of office that he is a prime candidate to change the fortune of the opposition party, not necessarily the fortune of Nigerians, because there's another 40-plus political parties in Nigeria.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you had me asking him what went wrong. What I'm trying to allude to and deduce from my question is PDP brought what happened to them upon themselves. Because if you have planned to rule for so many years, you must put in place programs, structure that people cannot resist. I mean, it must be, you must have done so much. Because the larger question is, people will keep asking and say, well, 16 years of governance of PDP up to 2014, 2015, when they were thrown out of the office, it has not brought anybody, it has not done anybody any good. So that is the truth. And that is why I was saying the reason why they lost the election. You understand? It's not because of this democratic thinking or argument. It's because people were completely disenchanted. They were completely dissatisfied. They weren't happy anymore. They don't want to continue. Yeah. Well, we have a lot to talk about the new government, because that's a secondary issue. The primary issue is, at that time, when they were on the saddle,
when the PDP were in
when
power.
the PDP was in power, they had everything. They have all what it takes to change, to mold, to bring by the changes to meet the aspiration and the dreams of the people. But it doesn't happen.
But the PDP spent almost 16 years in power.
That's what I'm saying.
So do you reckon the present party in power would possibly have as long as that as well, for people to be voting them again? Or do you see the possibility of another major political parties emerging? But before you answer that, I think let me quickly go on a short break. And then when we come back, then we begin to examine the changes in Nigeria, global trend, the issue of terrorism in the United States, the issue of sex matters in the United Kingdom, and of course, whatever it is that you feel you want to contribute to, you decide. At the end of the day, you decide. So stay with us. We'll be back after this short break.